we'll let it connect up. What do you say? I shot up my nose. Hello, everyone. This is my nose. Okay. Well, hey, I'm Chris. Miriam is at home, and she said, I think you should do the live stream today and let everybody know what's going on in Santa Barbara. And I said, okay. So we got Holly off screen. We got Steve off screen. Oh, there's. Oh, here comes Steve.
I'm here.
There he is. Steve cooked breakfast this morning, and it was delicious. We had bacon, eggs, sausage. Steve had leftover steak. It was awesome. Anyway, I'm Chris. I'm one of the co-founders, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. Miriam and Lynette have been doing an amazing job at doing the live streams while I've been away. And yeah, Miriam said I should take a turn and do it so people could hear what's going on. So we got Dennis and Heath here in the comments. Betsy's here as well. Let's see. Becca says, I miss having Chris on the live stream. Well, Miriam and Lynette are doing a great job, but I miss Chris getting sidetracked into nerdy topics. Let's see. Oh, and Glenda points out today is International Drone Day. I didn't bring any drones with me at all. Let's see. Dorothy says, good morning, all. Exposing Darkness is here. Yeah. Becca says, wow, speak of the devil, and he will appear. Right? That's me. And then Becca says, and now I miss Miriam. Maria's here, so is Danita. Brianna says, leftover steak, the breakfast of champions. Or even fresh steak is the breakfast of champions. So yesterday we were at the Metabolic Health Summit in Santa Barbara, California. The climate is amazing, although that might be the weather. I'm not sure. But the place that we're at does not have air conditioning. It doesn't need it. If you're cold, you go outside. If you're hot, you go outside. If you're cold, you get in the sun. Right, Steve? Yep. Right. Anyway, so yeah, we are here doing that. I forgot the point I was getting to. Anyway, it's been really fun seeing people again. We've got a booth there. Oh yeah, so last night they were doing the VIP mixer. And Holly, Steve, and I, we don't drink. And last year when Miriam and I went to the VIP mixer, it was okay, but the gala dinner was actually a lot more fun. So we turned in my ticket for the VIP mixer and got tickets for Holly and Steve for the gala. And so last night at 6 o'clock when the show was done, we went over to Sprouts and we got steaks and some jalapeno cheddar brats that turned out to be very spicy. And Holly got some fish as well. And then we came back and Steve cooked that up while Holly and I were mixing up Keto Chow for today because we almost went through all of the Keto Chow that we had mixed up for sampling. And then we had dinner and I went to bed. When I set my alarm, it said, your alarm will go off in 11 hours and 30 minutes. And I was like, oh. But then I called Miriam. I only got 9.5 hours of sleep last night. Holly was watching Chicago Fire.
I did watch Chicago Fire.
Did the guy fail his drug test?
No, somebody cheated and gave him some samples.
Okay, anyway. Let's see. Miriam is here. Says, hi, honey. Dennis says, yeah, good morning, Chris and Steve. I told Dr. Annette Bosworth to look for her. We found her yesterday, or she found us. She came up and talked to her. I have never seen her not dressed up like she is going to a fancy thing. She's just awesome. But yeah, we talked to her quite a bit, and we're actually going to see her again on the cruise next week. Miriam says, look at the cute house. I read a cute horse, and I'm like, there's no horses around here. Jen says, happy Derby Day. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the Kentucky Derby as well. We went to...
I told Chris to call Richard and place a bet.
Yeah, Steve said I should make a bet through Richard. Last year when we went to Kentucky, we did go to the Kentucky Derby Museum at Churchill Downs, and that was absolutely fascinating. I don't bet either, so I'm just no fun. But it was fascinating to see this thing that is people's lives. Like, this is what they live for. And it wasn't even on my radar, but super interesting stuff. Marie says, good morning, everyone. Explaining so darkness says, no drones, but maybe nerds. I got plenty of those. I got dozens of dollars. Adrienne says, good morning. Betsy says, they're best together. Yes, we are. Red Wine says, hello, bud. Look at that hair. I have hair. I mean, I think it's great. Anyway, and it's mirrored. Hold on a second. There you go. Does that look better? For whatever reason, my phone was on mirror mode. So, okay, see, now I go, yep. Okay, great. Bluegrass Girl is here. Yep, happy Derby Day. Miriam cut my hair just before I left to come on this trip. Exposing Darkness says, I've been watching interviews with Diet Doctor. Yeah, they've been doing interviews there at their booth. Brett Scher is there. I actually asked him if he was the booth babe, and he said, absolutely. And then I told him that Steve is our booth babe. And we were going to have him wear a kilt. We've been making that promise for years, haven't we, Steve?
Off and on, yeah. My son actually has 3 kilts.
Ross does have kilts. Jacques is here. Didi says, good morning. I tried putting egg pudding in the creamy pint and froze it. Peanut butter. It was so smooth and creamy. Apparently Sam is impersonating Miriam now. He says, you're hustling while washing the dishes from last night, Friday night feast. For those of you who don't know, Heath goes on every Friday night on Hungry Heath on YouTube. And just, they cook a big meal and they eat it and talk to people. And I always, without fail, have something going on every single time. Miriam gets on there about a third of the time, and I think I've gotten on there twice. And he says if I don't stop ignoring him, he's going to stop sending me pictures of his legs. Anyway, Shauna is here, and it says, LOL, Kentucky. Miriam says, will you have Keto Chow today? I don't think that, so today, this morning we had the bacon, eggs, and sausage for breakfast. I'm not sure what the plan is for lunch for the, while we're there, and dinner we're going to be having at the gala. So we're probably going to be doing 2 meals a day. I don't know. Dennis says, Chris, tell Dr. Boz how you feel about MCTs. I think she knows how I feel about MCTs. We talked about it before. I think MCTs are really cool if you need to treat a specific condition that would require higher ketones. And I also think that MCTs are a better way to get ketones than exogenous ketones. I do think that coconut oil in its natural state is a bit better for you from a systemic perspective as far as like what it does to your lipids, your HDL, LDL, and stuff like that. But again, if someone needs to spot treat something going on with their brain because they can't speak like me right now, then MCTs are a really good way to get your ketones up. I don't think that's a good way to lose weight, though. But in her clinical experience, she may have other perspectives on it. I don't know. Bluegrass Girl says, bet on Messier. My brother is one of the owners. Wow. Named after NHL hockey player Mark Messier. Okay. I still don't bet. Betsy says, I almost forgot Derby Day. My cousin posted who's the best. She's one of those people who train the racehorses. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. Lynn is here, says good morning all. Nancy says, my son-in-law is a reg stuntman on Chicago Fire. Oh, cool. Although I thought it was funny. I don't know if it was an older episode or what. Somebody was totally talking on a BlackBerry. I was like, where did they get that? Dorothy says, trying to decide lemon or banana egg pudding. Banana. Definitely banana. Let's see. Lisa says, hi, everyone. Yeah, Betsy says, Nancy, where do they film Chicago? Do they film in Chicago? I'm assuming that they don't film in Chicago, although they might. I think it's probably like, so we're here in Santa Barbara, California, and I have not seen the Blueberry or Burton Guster at all. References to Psych. My understanding is that they would film a couple of scenes for each season in actual Santa Barbara, California, and the rest of the filming was done like in Canada somewhere. So Miriam says, I'm going to buy some coconut oil today to use as makeup remover. We have coconut oil in the cupboard. So Sean says, 7 days, 23 hours to the low carb cruise. Steve and Holly are really happy that they weren't going to have a spot on the bus that would take them from the hotel to the terminal. And Debbie was able to wrangle up some spots for them. So we're really happy about that.
Yes.
Very happy. Christy Davis is here, so good morning, all. Let's see. Dennis says, Chris, I agree about coconut oil. Net was surprised about MCT powders. They totally rock for her when introducing new keto adherents. Okay. That's interesting. And the thing I don't like about MCT powder is that people don't know that the powder version has more carbohydrates, and that's usually because of rounding errors on the serving size. They just look at the serving size and say, oh, it has less than 1 gram, and that sometimes gets rounded down to 0. But it's because the serving size is so small that, rounding errors, all that other stuff. The liquid form is going to be better than the powder form. But if people are having problems starting a keto diet, and the only solution is to use, say, an MCT powder in their coffee or something like that, and that's what gets them to a higher ketones, which also lets them, sorry, I just got distracted by a text message I got, which also lets them do better with keto. I might have just stumbled. Anyway, then that sounds like a good use. But the liquid version would be better. Actual coconut oil would be better. And if you're looking for medium-chain triglycerides, there is a significant amount of medium-chain triglycerides, is in butter. Butter has quite a lot, along with a good mix of other fats. So Betsy says, I know for backdraft they use a house in Naperville. Wow. Okay. Sean says, who's going to ride on top of the bus now? I believe they said someone, last name of Cypher or something like that, was riding on the top. I'm not sure. Supposing Darkness says, I live near Chicago. Wouldn't go there anymore. Far too dangerous. Really a shame. It's a beautiful city. Scranton. What? The Electric City. Yeah, Betsy says, yep, Chicago has gotten sad. Red Wine says, I'm in St. Mary's, Georgia. Well, that's awesome. That sounds like it gets made up. You're talking to Miriam. Well, anyway, I need to kind of cut this short because we need to go over to the venue and then park my car so we can pay $40 to park it there.
Unless the gate randomly opens.
Unless the gate randomly opens right when we're about to leave. That was interesting yesterday. Dennis, let's see. Exposing Darkness says, got last month's Chow box. Did you change the formula for salted caramel? Nope. Let's see. He says, all right, dishes are washed. Next, I need to finish packing clothes for the cruise. As soon as I get done getting back from this, then I'm packing for the cruise. So anyway, but we're going to go. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm glad that the connection actually worked. I had to run it through a VPN in order to get it to connect because for whatever reason, the internet here at the house that we're at was blocking Restream. So anyway, but you all have a fantastic day, and Miriam will talk to you on Monday. So anyway, bye, everybody.